Scrying, spirit message, and tarot. Come in for the scry today. Let's see what the shapes and symbols have to say. Hi, come on in, have a seat, scooch up a chair. My name is Steph. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We're going to drop some ink in the Book of Blots, utilizing a muse that has been submitted by you. So thank you to our influencers. We'll scry for shapes and symbols, add on tarot and oracle, and of course we also have Ghost Tube kick in for any audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient Odic adventures. Overall, please do receive or release freely. And I want to thank you for your time, attention, awareness, your likes, shares, subscribes, and your views, as your perspective and presence is powerful, and gratitude for you being you. So let's go when you're ready. Excuse me, Book of Blots. You know the drill as well. If this is a little boring or a little something or other, you can fast forward through, speed it up, whatever feels good to you. We have, hawk. All right. Apparently it's a very dusty piece of paper, or it's handmade paper. And if you'd like to become a member, there's 3 tiers. All right. Thank you. Okay. I hope you're doing well whenever you may receive this. Oh, okay. Always feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel, as your insights do expand the iScry experience. And we all become the readers, seers, oracles, and it's amazing. So thank you. Know that your comments are appreciated. Best audience ever, by the way. Like, as a collective, best.
Cemetery.
Somebody see hawks a lot in relation to? I'm actually going to put an S on there. Hawks. For somebody that has passed in spirit, specifically, like a hawk might mean something. I'm not just talking about symbolically speaking, like it's associated with a person. Or, a spirit guide.
True.
Okay. And I'm not sure if, like, dragons, you know, there's like the water dragon, earth dragons, fire dragons, etc. If hawks also have the same thing. But I am getting that sensation. And maybe it's just in this moment. All right, I'm just about ready if you are. Okay. Are you ready? Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of our muse as our mirror, hawk, and anyone here at any time. May we all meet a message with meaning. All right.
Invisible.
There you go. If you decide to take a screenshot to scry in your own time, personal use only. And thank you for that. All right. I do need to just tidy up a little bit more here. I want to put a lion and a hawk together. Holistically speaking, like it's almost like kind of in the above, so below feel. Like not of the same hive, but definitely a holistic understanding. There's also in the show, it might be Game of Thrones. There's one of the guys along the way that
Right.
can project his essence, and he does it so in a hawk to get direction. So there might be like Hawkeye direction or Hawkeye. Is that from MASH? Is that a nickname? Okay, there's two tribal energies. There's their eyes, these are their faces, and they are doing say this was a wand or a
Doom.
staff or something along that lines. But I'm hearing whoo, 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 whoo. It's yeah, it's intense. It's intense. There's a preparation. It's a preparation. I feel like I'm in a town or a village or even in a stadium of sorts or a practice area, almost like if you're preparing for, I don't know, like a team thing, and you're, camaraderie. And there are observers watching. When I say observers, these are people. They are support people. They are spirit in people form. And they are watching this like to support these energies, whatever this might be for you and whatever you're doing. And maybe it's something that you do to like gear up.
No thanks.
But there's very much so this projection of energy towards like all of those staff things are going to the center, to the same place. I feel very confident in this because it feels wonderful. I can see you better over here. There's somebody either going, or, okay, thank you. A fox, if a fox means anything to anyone.
Doomed.
So there's a seer in here. You keep saying doomed, but this is the thing. I kind of feel like while I could absolutely wander into one rabbit hole immediately as a reaction, when I wander into that, like imagine again, you're preparing for a game or maybe even war, if I may. And you're, gearing up and supporting camaraderie. And it's like, getting on the same page. Same page. And the seer walks up to you. Or somebody in the crowd stands out and walks up to you. And maybe they hold a candle or a smudge or a smoke. Something fire-oriented. And and it doesn't have to be in like this mystical woo-woo way, but it's there. It's this element that's there. And it reveals an image, kind of like if the hawk was to see something way up in the sky and could drop that vision down into that element for you or them, I, you, we, me, to see. And it's in a weird way, and please take this in a responsible way, it's like the other team, like, we're gonna win. I don't want to use the term doom in such a doom and gloom way, but I'm aware that there can be that feeling in one context of maybe war or what might be going on in different parts of the world within ourselves, maybe at work or in our relationships, apply the channel wherever it may be. But for this moment right now, it's like the focus is the win. And there's what's being asked of me in this seeing moment. And now am I back in Game of Thrones? Very, very curious. And those seers, like, they have no eyes, or they're like sewn shut, but they reveal something to you to affirm. Yeah.
Guide.
What is affirmative action? I'm having a liminal moment, but we have many of them. So feel well to comment below or just receive that. Affirmative action. Okay, there's a gentleman down here. He is carving. I remember him. I think he's like a father or a grandfather. He might be a miner. Yeah, he has a headlamp on. He's and I can see him. Like I wanted to say almost like carving, but no, he's like mining down here. This could also be, if I may personalize it, is that I might be mining within me for the minerals or magic, even forms, different parts of me that have alchemized, but I kind of want to enjoy the mining experience. He's kneeling down. This could be my masculine energy. Still could be somebody's grandfather or father that was a miner, like gold rush times. And I have, or if you're here, whatever your subconscious is working with, this is how exactly I want to say this. There are gold tools that you're using. So a wrench is a wrench is a wrench, but then there's maybe different versions of that wrench. Different metals make them longer, last longer, or they can't bend, or they're more heat resistant, something along that lines. And it's like golden rod. So first of all, that herb, that plant might mean something to you, or you're working with it, or golden rod essentially. But these tools that you're using are gold. Something about a snowshoe. How old is the hawk, I wonder? The hawk spirit. Where are you asking me over here? What is this? I'm combing through something and it brought my attention here.
Hide now.
Are you a cow or are you a gargoyle? I think it's more gargoyle-y. If I could smash gargoyle and cow together, if those two things mean anything to you. I see you as well. There's something going on here, a slip-on shoe. There's a big old moose. Moose for me is grace, stature, and a little bit scary. But not scary because it's like, it's almost like their calmness and their beauty of just seeing them in their environment. But what could spark them or spook them, the power, the inability to contain or control, to tame it, domesticate it, like that's very much so unknown. And this might even feel within the self. It's like there's this part of you, I, we, me, that is like, I don't want to say untamable in this like excused kind of way, like, you know, that is just troublesome, because it doesn't feel troublesome. It doesn't feel troublesome. It just feels the grace and the untamed live harmoniously. Equilibrium. Yep. It's a like an embodiment of those masculine and feminine energies, the domestication and the untamed, or wilding, or what is that? I remember seeing rewilding. Okay, I see you as well. So there's a person here. Their hands are out. And depending on if the lighting will allow it to come through, but I can bring it up. They're right there. You see them there?
Show yourself.
And their hands are out and they've got white light coming out of their hands. Okay. This is the story that I'm going to step into. This person has got their hands out, kind of like, never really seen Harry Potter to like really know, but kind of like mystic mage like. And this is another energy that is actually stepping forward, speaking with this energy. Now, who is who or what is what or who's on first and what's on second and why is on third, I don't know. There's something about this. There's space between them because this energy is coming forward with like a burning backpack. And there's a bridge of, I don't want to assume it's pain, but it kind of feels that way. And that's why this energy, if this is you or aspects of you, whatever the case is actually like trying to put the fires out. It's like I'm not actually talking here. What isn't always seen, oh, for heavens. In the muse, as our mirror of Hawk, there's an awareness of insight, inner sight, that works with outer sight, as above, so below, that when people might step forward to you, I, we, me, the inner kind of knowing or trust is what that person is bringing forward. It's like when someone says, are you okay? And you're like, I'm fine. And they're not fine. And you can see, sense, or feel all the not fine. And compassionately, there might be reasons why there's
hiding,
just being said, I'm fine. And I think you know that through your personal interactions with people, right? Some are also like crying wolf people, or that's just their habit. It just is what it is. But this feels like, to what GhostTube said, there might be something hiding. Like there's a hidden hurt that is like just that song I'm hearing. That girl is on fire. You can just see the fire behind them. Now in this rabbit hole, it is, I'm sensing as pain. Especially in the mental mind or subconscious to conscious realms in the way they communicate. The other way, when I ponder into the other perspective, is I can see all of this creation. But there's something about the spirit of fire in creation, and the moment creation gets too hot or close and it turns into cremation. Okay. So there might be something here about good fortune and fortune. Fire fortune. And how to like utilize a clay kiln concept for that. And that's in the cave of winds of the mind. This is that very mental landscape here. And it's almost like different fires, kitchen fires. If it's water, you would use, or if it was this on fire, you would use water. If it's grease, you're going to use, baking soda or a blanket or the fire extinguisher.
Secret society.
There's this indigenous depiction.
Can you feel me?
Yes. Of a hawk, bird, blessing that is reaching out from behind this. There might be something in the meaning of hawk indigenously speaking that may broaden a horizon. And if one only sticks to that version or that definition meaning is to fly from that to see maybe what others as well, because it's a heart thing, but it's in my head. And also a flamingo is
West.
here. Elixir of life in the cave of hearth fires. And if I didn't say so already, we will be flipping it. If you're part of the second or third tier, we will flip this and we will carry on for more an extended explore. No pressure, but I'm just letting you know. Okay, so in the cave of hearth fires, elixir of life. Somebody's trying to tickle me. Gooba, 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 like you would say to a baby, like gooba, 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 or wah, 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 and they're trying to tickle me. And it's like, okay, enough, stop. It's like somehow tickling is so funny, it can break things up, and then it can also be torturous. So something about either a teardrop or a heart tattoo.
How do you feel?
Okay. So I feel fine. Thank you. How do you feel? This is an animal. There's a head, there's a body, and some legs. I don't know what kind of animal, but it's definitely in the animal realm. And it's communicating with what I saw before as that indigenous depiction of a hawk. And there's coverage, communication and covering.
She won't leave.
Okay. Cave of Rivers. $33. Turn your back. And you know I read art first, so if anything is standing out to you, please follow that, or the number, or the words, or the artistry. My subconscious is holding on to something in this. It's like the Hawkeye of the subcon realm. I also feel like I've bottled something up. Somebody also might be having heartburn. Oh, there's a fairy in here. I'm also seeing water on floors, kind of like footsteps, but they're not. In the Cave of Rivers, it's something about being lifted or uplifted, but in this way, airlifted,
Nice.
airlifted. Airlifted up, maybe in the mind. And then it immediately flipped on me to also, a canoe might mean something to somebody, or some sort of vessel about water. So air and water now. And a soft landing. But I feel nervous. It's like, imagine if a hawk was an airplane and this hawk is the size of a 727 or 767 or whatever Boeing's gotten up to now. And I am like sitting on the wheel of it and I got to let go to like do a skydiving or something like that. To do with skydiving. That's a weird way to say that, but you know what I mean. But I'm holding on.
Laughing.
I'm holding on. For one more day, yeah. Learn from the bees. Is there something in the Cave of Earth? Because I feel like if I land or let go hurts, healings, whatever the case is here. Make space for change, card 11. This clears up. And I think there's something about with a making space, what that initially means to me, I, you, we, me. What does that inspire me? To me, it's like, okay, maybe there's too much on my plate. Look at the calendar, this, that, or the other. Sometimes it's being able to see in the dark.
I want it.
And I'm making space to maybe not bump into things in the subconscious realm. Like, what am I worrying about? I'm actually seeing the Riddler from Batman now, but like old school, maybe even to like the Jim Carrey one. It's like having these riddles that I hold on to. Because maybe just simply admitting the truth, if somebody is a fire spouter or hiding something or, whatever the case is, there's something a little bit weird up there where I'm just like, it's something about need. It's when there's an integrity with need or a neediness, like what's behind a need? Okay, so there's also something here about maybe someone or something has turned their back on you. There also could be a very significant feeling of anger, spite about thinking about someone or something, feeling you felt they turned their back on you. Learning from the bees, card 7. So 7, 11, and 33, some pretty significant numbers here. And it's like, can I learn the truth of my own wisdom that's at work here? And the owl's kind of in between the lion, the owl, and the hawk. And this is like a threefold perspective story that feels personal, but all of these other things that come in and out of it are for me to mine through. And not all mining is hard work. Rigorous, perhaps, in its own way, shape, or form. Sorry, I got to come back to the making space thing before I close out and head over to the extended. Sometimes making space for me in this moment as an inspiration is just cleaning your bedroom. All the same stuff is there. All the things that you love and adore. It's just a reorganization. But everything, you don't need to, sometimes you do. You seasonally want to clean, go through your cupboards, go through your closet, clean up your connections with people as well, within oneself first. If there's habits, whatever the case is. And maybe whatever that is for you. But for me right now, I'm seeing it as a bedroom. And it's like, I'm just going to clean the room.
Asylum.
Organize my clothes, my closets, make the bed, whatever it is. It feels very simple, but everything's okay. You're not too much, or you don't have enough, or this, because even if one isn't say, I don't have enough, right? Or I would like to envision this for my bedroom, my house, my job, my relationship. And maybe it's more of a blank canvas right now, or there's these void spots. To me, I see those void spots as opportunities to impart the visions there and to enjoy the spaciousness, but to also look forward to the adventure of finding that piece that you would want in the corner, or the books, or the blanket. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to sit here in the woe is me and going, oh, I really want this and I don't have it yet. I can acknowledge that, but it's like, but for now, I'm going to enjoy envisioning it, and like almost like Tesla style, like going through, being excited about the adventure from different points of view, from mental, emotional, and earthly. There was something else that just popped through, and maybe I just got to leave it. I'm not really sure. Something about under the car and under the belly, underbelly or undercurrents, or something along that lines as well. And sometimes we're just here making space by being space for others. making, and sometimes that space, maybe you're separating from somebody. Maybe you're making space between certain people, places, or things in your life. There's also spirits. If you have a dog in your house and it is a dog, they're playing with your dog. They just love your dog, and the dog loves them too. All right, I'm gonna head on over to the other side. I hope it's serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. Thank you so much for being here. And in our spirit of this muse, if you check out the homepage of the channel, in the about section, I am trying to update so you can, for at least for the summer, July and August, so you can see what's coming up and kind of pick where you want to have your notifications on, or where you might want to tune into and hanging out with me. And yeah, all right. So I'll see you there. Bridge card, take us to the other side. Victorious. It's good to ask for help, and there's fire in there. All right, let's go.